Hey everybody, I'm Raphael and I'm doing a new video, and I got my buddy Armando here who's going to be hearing one of my stories. This time, this story is about me, and it's one of Armando's favorite stories. Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I never understood how people poop their pants. I never understood how someone could do that. It just didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, you're a grown adult, you're gross, you know? And I think I heard stories from other people too, and I just thought they were sick. Like there's something, like, you know, they're sick, you know, they're sick in the head because they wanted, deep down inside, they wanted to poop their pants. So I'm lactose. And I was with my my girlfriend, you know, ex-girlfriend. She was my girlfriend then. And we went out to eat, and I like going to Denny's. And I guess this time we went to Denny's, and I ordered a breakfast meal. Normally I order, it's like either between milk or Coke. But I ordered pancakes, so I wanted milk, you know, because that's something really good. It goes, good combo. I gotten used to that now. Like now that's what I do because I'm lactose and I don't want to mess with milk anymore. So this time I took milk, and I was fine right at the moment. I was cool. We finished, we paid up, and we're leaving, and I'm driving her home. And as I'm driving her home, my stomach starts, you know, the bubble guts. Have you ever gotten that? Mm-hmm. It's like, you're like, oh, and you're like, I don't understand why you have that reflex. Or, do you get that?
Yeah.
Just, oh
I
gosh. So I don't understand why you get that reaction, whatever. But I was getting that while I was driving, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drop her off. I'm gonna just drop her off. And normally we hang out in the car, like we'll talk, we'll hang out there, whatever, hold hands. But this time I was like, no, you gotta go. So she didn't understand why I was being so, like, I was rushing. Like, she thought I was doing something shady. Like, in her mind, she felt like, oh my gosh, he's gonna go run off and talk to some mysterious woman or whatever. But little did she know, I had to drive home as soon as possible to go to the restroom.
But why couldn't you just, like, drive to Denny's or somewhere closer?
I get shameful. I feel like I feel bad for the business. So, like, I would get mad if I saw someone walking to the business to take a dump.
You wouldn't empathize with them, especially now?
Yeah, no, it's still like something just like, oh, you sick bastard. Like, go do it in your own house. So I don't want to be that person. And I'm like, I could make it home. I'm an adult. I could hold it. So while we're there, we're waiting, and she would not get out of the car. And I'm like, okay, let's just go. It's cool. She goes, why? And I'm like, you know what? I got to go home. I got to do something. And then she didn't understand. She's like saying, why? Fighting me. And it got to a point where it was like Dumb and Dumber. Have you ever seen in Dumb and Dumber where Harry is talking to the girl at the gas station and asking her for the phone number? Mm-hmm. It was just like that, except that, you know, he's screaming for the phone number. And me, I was screaming, just get the fuck out of my car. You know, like just get out.
Well, the number's 555-905. Wait a minute, that's my old number. That is so weird how your mind just goes blank.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
You know, like, and she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, just I'll tell you later. And then she's like, okay. And so she gets out.
Why didn't you go ask her to use her restroom?
Oh, God. Well,
besides the fact that you were going to blow it up?
yeah, I can. Even, like, hypothetically speaking, even if I could have, her bathroom is right next to her room, so I wouldn't have been able, I don't know.
Crack a window open or something?
No, it's not even that. The noises. Like a broken, you know, hose, like, or a broken shower, they go, like that. So it wasn't going to be cool, and I'm like, I'm going to go home. I could hold it. I'm an adult. So she finally leaves, and I'm booking it home. I'm just booking it. And then the whole time while I'm driving, I'm just imagining taking, you know, dumps. And, like, I'm just imagining exiting the freeway. Like, every time I saw business, I just imagine exiting and then getting off and running into the building and doing it. But then I'm like, no, I could hold it. I got it, man. And as I'm going, I'm just like, and I look at a building and I'd be like,
fuck.
And I'm just staring at it and I'm thinking, should I get off? And then my stomach would calm down and I'd be like, I got it. You know, I just keep going.
Did you keep reminding yourself that you're an adult?
Yeah, I did. I was like, I could do this. And I'm like,
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, and I was doing good, and this is like a 20-minute drive to get home.
Uh-huh.
So I'm holding it for 20 minutes. Well, so if I think about it now, I kind of blame my ex, because if she left when I wanted her to, I think I would have made it. I'm pretty sure I would have made it home on time. But she kept me for like 5 minutes. So then I'm driving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and it got to a point where like I was making it to the exit after like staring at all the buildings and imagining, and then my stomach would calm down. I'm like, I got this, I got this, I got this. And as I was exiting, there's a McDonald's right there, and I'm like, oh man, McDonald's. I'm like, oh, I could go there right now. I could go there right now.
Wait, the smelly McDonald's?
Yeah, the smelling one.
That's a good story. That's another one.
Yeah. So, but that McDonald's has a history, and I'm like, that one's gross. There's like heroin addicts from the hotel and prostitutes and all these weird things going on in that McDonald's, and I'm like, nah, I could do it. I'm an adult, and I'm like, I'm already off my freeway exit. I got this. And then and as I'm driving, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I start realizing, but now it's too late.
This kind of reminds me, and this is probably throwing the whole thing off topic, but for some reason it just reminds me of like a life and death situation, like maybe like that Chinese guy. Do you think can you empathize with that Chinese guy? Knowing
Which Chinese guy?
The guy that fell off the roof of that giant skyscraper.
What do you mean? Like how?
Because there must have been a point when he was holding on and he knew he couldn't get back up, and he was like, I'm not gonna be able to get back up.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, maybe said his farewell, and then was that what you were going through?
Well, I always thought there was a chance. I didn't think that I was gonna fail. Like,
I thought you said you realized you weren't gonna make it.
well, that's the thing. But like, no one wants to do this.
You were in denial.
I was in denial, but I knew in my heart of hearts, I knew that I wasn't gonna make it. And I was just going through denial, and so I was like, I'm driving, and I even
Were you like sweating?
Yeah, like it was bad. It was bad. And then it was too late. I passed McDonald's, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And it got to the point where I was like, I'm stupid. Why did I skip these places? And I'm like, why? And I'm just like going, and I'm driving home. I'm almost there. And I'm even imagining, how am I going to do this? How is this going to happen? Is it going to happen here in the car sitting down? Is it going to happen me pulling over on someone's grass? Like, I even imagined myself like going, I'm not going to make it inside the house. I'm just going to pull down my pants on my own yard and just go on my grass.
And there's a history of that happening on your yard too, right?
Yeah, that's
It's another story.
So I was already thinking I could go on my lawn, the front lawn. I'm just going to pull down my pants and go on the front lawn.
Shit. Imagine if somebody pulled up. Okay, actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, when you were considering going on your front lawn, the people, like you said, maybe a car would drive by.
Right, that's the worst that could happen.
Yeah, and so in that scenario, had you thought ahead far enough to think about what you were gonna do if somebody pulled up? Were you just gonna continue, or were you just gonna like pinch it and run?
No, once you start, you can't stop. I'd be making eye contact. So that was in the option. That was already like that in my mind. I settled that was gonna happen. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go straight to the grass. Straight to the grass.
I wish that happened.
So then I had my keys, right? So in my mind, I had everything playing out. And I was like, no, I'm an adult. I could make it to the toilet. I'm home. And then like, in my mind, I already had the stories. I had like things. I had things to take out of the car. And I'm like, fuck that. It's not a big deal. I'll just get it later. And in my mind, I was going to grab the car keys, get to the door, and open it. So I had these plans, like everything was being played out in my mind. I get there, I just and I park, and I just like, you know, and I'm running to the door, and then I don't like my planning wasn't thought out well. Like I didn't take into consideration that I needed the keys,
What do you mean?
the
To
house
open it?
key.
You thought it was just gonna be open?
Well, no. I just didn't think that I had to grab my key out of like out of three.
Oh, get him ready.
Get them ready, right? I didn't have the house key ready.
Oh.
So as I'm running to the house, I get to the door, and then I go, no, no, and it just turns into like I'm like literally fumbling for the house
it was
key.
like a horror movie.
Yeah, just like a horror movie, just like a horror. You're like it's coming. Open the door. And I'm fumbling for the keys, and I poop a little,
Just little.
just a little. But this all happened really quick. But I'm just explaining the whole mindset.
Squirt. Like a squirt.
Yeah, like squirt, like it went, but it felt so good.
You mean the fact that it was running down the side of your leg?
No, I mean the release. It felt so good, and then
I
it
don't
just,
buy that.
and then after that, like, it just like, it just, and it just exploded out. It just came right out, all of it, right on my doorstep, and then I'm just like,
Shit.
I was like, just like
You're
instant.
getting hiccups.
Instant gratification, instant like I was just like, like take me now. Like I was just like it was done. I felt like I'm enlightened, like I was
Wow.
becoming the Buddha.
You made your peace.
Yeah, exactly. So I made my and it just came out and it came down and it's dripping down, and then after that I had to go into like what do you do? What do you do after you start doing that? Like and then it's just like solid liquid. It's not. I mean, not solid. It's just liquid. It's just like, it's like. Have you ever drank champurrado?
Yeah.
It's like that consistency.
I don't think I'm ever gonna drink champurrado again.
It's like and then so then after that I was just like, oh my gosh, my shoes. So I took off my shoes really quick, and then I was done. Like it was done. It was over. Like I did it. So then now it came down to how am I going to clean this mess up?
While you were still wearing the pants.
Right. So then after that, I was like, I got to take off my pants. So I took off the pants
Where?
in the front lawn. I took off the pants. I turned them inside out.
And obviously the boxers, right? Or you were still wearing those?
No, I took everything off actually. I got in the nude. I was like in the nude in the front yard. So I took all that stuff off, and
Why? Could you go to jail for that? What if someone saw you?
I don't think so. I don't know. I have a good explanation. It's a medical condition. You can't put somebody in jail for a medical condition. That's like. So I took it all off. I hosed it down. It was just shame. It was just all shame. Just like.
Were you like crying when you were doing
Yeah.
that?
And like I felt like I wanted to cry. So I'm just like hosing it down, and then I jumped in the shower, and I was just like standing there cleaning myself, and I'm like I took a dump in my pants, and it was humiliation. I didn't want to tell anybody the story, and it just kept playing in my mind the whole time, and then that's when I finally thought, you know what, I should tell somebody, and I think you were the first person I told, because I don't know, I don't know who else to tell.
Your
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend.
No, I never told her.
Wow.
I could never do that.
She should know. I mean, she played a part in it.
No, and then I told other people. I don't know who told her, but somebody told her that. But like they didn't tell her the story right or anything, so she didn't know if it was true or not. If they told her the story correctly, she would have believed it.
Mhm.
She would have believed it 100%. So she knew something was wrong, and she joked with me all the time that that happened, and I'm like, no, you're stupid, you're lying, they're lying, I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but yeah, that was, oh man, that was bad. Moral of the story, if you gotta go somewhere, just go, get it over with. Don't wait too long.
Even if it happens to be your front door.
Jeez, I should have done it on the lawn. And then I still kept the pants, and everyone thinks I'm crazy. because I just hose them down, and then I hose the boxers down, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just dump it in the washer, and we're cool. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you liked the story. I'm going to, I don't know, come up with another story. Well, I'm not coming up with them, but I'm going to think of another story to tell you guys hopefully next week. I was sick this past week, and yeah.
Really sick. That's another story.